Hey babes, welcome to day 5 of Nourished. I am super excited about our conversation today. We are talking about superfoods. So superfoods are basically foods that have a lot of nutrients. They have a lot of health benefits, more than just one singular benefit. So they have a numerous amount, and I picked there. So there's quite a bit of superfoods too. The reason I picked this collection today is a couple reasons. One, they are the things that I use most commonly in my own cooking and in a lot of my recipes. Two, they're things you probably do also. And they are also very easily accessible. They're things you can find at any basic supermarket. You didn't have to go searching for some of these. So, and they're really, really nutritious. They can add a lot of benefits to your diet from a weight loss standpoint and from a metabolism standpoint too. So why I picked all of these items. So you probably do eat these quite a bit. They're very common foods. However, maybe you're just not intentional about really focusing on eating them consistently and just having them be a primary part of your diet. So like we were talking about, just being more intentional about adding those nourishing foods to our diet. And here are some very, very common ways you can do that, incorporating these superfoods on a more consistent and regular basis. And I'm going to talk to you about each of the superfoods, each of the items, and then how the benefits of them, and then how you can a couple different recipe ideas so that you can add them into your diet easily. So I'm just gonna pick something out of our superfood bag. And number one, across the board, no matter where you do your research, greens are going to be your number one superfood. They are so healthy. They are packed with a ton of nutrients. Like, there's so many to name. Antioxidants, all of the vitamins and minerals that women especially need for balancing your hormones, for healthy hair, skin, nails. Not to mention, from a weight loss standpoint, they're low calorie, they're packed with fiber, they have protein in them too, and so they are just very, very healthy for us. So this is spinach. I like to buy spinach at the fresh section, the fresh bunches of spinach. You can do so many things with spinach. Number one, you can throw them in a smoothie. I know it's hard to get a lot of greens in. We don't eat a lot of salad. One, it takes a long time to sit down and eat a salad. I mean, honestly, like we usually work through our lunches, right? And we want something quick and easy. The other thing is they don't last that long, so it's not like you always have spinach in the fridge. And if you bring it home on Sunday and you didn't get to it and it's Thursday, it could be a little like wilty, kind of, looking a little disheveled. So that plays a factor in how many salads you eat in a week also. So easy ways to get more greens in your diet. One is a smoothie. That's why I love smoothies, that you just throw your greens right in. You can get your serving of greens in so simply. And spinach is one of the greens that you really don't taste. It just kind of blends in with all the other flavors, so it's perfect if you don't love kale or some of the stronger greens. So the other way you can sneak greens into sauces, like that avocado dressing, just for example, you can blend up spinach in that, and then you can also put it in like a pesto to kind of blend it in with things. You can saute it, you can put it in quiches, you can bake it into recipes, you can add it in like casseroles, soups, all of the things. So very easy. When you're intentional, it makes it a lot easier. Yeah. And then we have kale. Kale is another green leafy lettuce. It's a little bit more bitter than spinach, so it's more flavor noticing, but it's super healthy also. It is packed with all of those things: antioxidants, anti-inflammatory benefits, polyphenols, just to name a few, lots of vitamins, minerals, magnesium, potassium. It has a lot of the hormone balancing vitamins and minerals that we need. Potassium is one of them. If you don't have enough of that in your body, then it has a harder time converting the glucose to glycogen, which causes stress, which can increase your fat storage. And we want to do the opposite from a weight loss, weight management standpoint, but also from that holistic health standpoint too, because a lot of oxidative stress not only increases maybe fat storage, but it also can increase your risk for other chronic diseases. Third thing on the list, green leaf lettuce. This is the last lettuce I'll show you, but it is another one that is really common with antioxidants, anti-inflammatory benefits. It has polyphenols in it, which is so great for decreasing that inflammation, and it's going to be better on your metabolism long term. So it's also great for antioxidants, which again leads to a lot of other issues too. But even from just a day-to-day standpoint, you just feel better when you have less inflammation, you're less tired. These are great for digestion, hormone balancing. They have a lot of fiber in them too, which helps with the gut health, deep bloat, constipation, that kind of thing. Your greens are so amazing, and they're low in calorie and nutrient dense. So we got to get more of those in our diet. Okay, so moving on from greens, let's talk about the next thing, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are a great food. They're also high in all the things. They're another superfood. Ways to use your sweet potatoes. I like to mash them. I like to put a little bit of Newfoundland cream cheese in them so you get a little bit of protein, but then they're also creamy. You can, have them as a side dish. You can make sweet potato bowls with them, and then you can also roast them and put the roasted sweet potatoes on your Nourish bowls. I think some of them have those in your packet. And then you can also bake them, cut them in half, stuff them with all sorts of things. And they're one food that you can make at the beginning of the week and have them on hand for all week long. Make 5 of these. You got your 5 sweet potato boats. I got a lot of recipes for those. I probably have some on my website, which I need to, I'm getting better at sharing more recipes on there, so stay tuned. Okay, next one, lemons. Lemons, of all the things, like your leafy greens, are so good. They do so many things for our body. Detox is one of them. They're also great for your complexion. They're really good for anti-aging, and they help with vitamin and mineral absorption also. So you can add these to water. You can cook with them. You can make dressings with them. You can use the rind and flavor your dishes with them. So then we have your avocado, which you had the avocado dressing this week. A good healthy fat to add to your diet, and they have a lot of other vitamins and minerals in them. Also, you can use avocados in so many ways, but they're a great, I think one of the best ways to use an avocado would be to use it as a dressing swap, or a dressing like the one we had this week, but as a mayo swap, because it's creamy, it's got a lot of flavor. If you don't like avocados, obviously you wouldn't enjoy it that much. There's a lot of other healthy fats you can use too, but yes, as a mayo swap, as a kind of like a cheese almost, just because it is creamy. And I like to put them in smoothies. I like to put them on avocado toast, smash them. You can even just slice them and then use them in your recipes like that too. Top your fajitas with them, or put them in your smoothie to thicken your smoothie too. So then we have ginger, high in antioxidants. This is superfood, so lots of benefits there. This is a whole ginger root. You can buy the powder, which I don't have out, but so ginger root, get them at Meijer. This is a superfood. It does so many health benefits to your body, and it's like 59 cents, like a pound. So it's so cheap and so beneficial. Antioxidants, decreasing stress in your body, immunity, anti-inflammatory, which is so great. You can use this in smoothies. It gives it an amazing flavor. Teas, to cook with, make sauces with. I love, love, love ginger. And if you're like, I don't really like ginger, and you only maybe tried it once, give it another try. I was the same way. I was like, put way too much in my smoothie, and I just thought, wow, this stuff is powerful. And I tasted that for like the rest of the day. So a little goes a long way. And to start out, you can use the powder. Now blueberries, I don't think anybody can resist those. They're so good this week. On sale at Meijer, if you have a Meijer. Okay, so from a weight loss standpoint, weight management, they are a lower carb fruit. They don't have a lot of starch in them, so they don't have a ton of calories per serving. They add to your healthy carbs because they have fiber in them. Lots of antioxidants, lots of health benefits there. Smoothies are great. Fresh blueberries on a parfait. You can add them to salads. You can just use these as snacks, which is good. Then strawberries are another superfood, just another fruit, low carb again, high in fiber, high in antioxidants. They help you to feel full. They're sweet, so they're also, when we're craving sweet stuff, I think that it's easy to just grab the sweets if you have it there. If you have a cookie, of course you're gonna want to grab a cookie. But if you don't have the cookies and you have the fruit instead, you're gonna go for the fruit. Make a fruit bowl. Again, smoothies, parfaits, salads, dressings, put them on loaded toast. I love doing that. Apple cider vinegar is great for detox. It's just great for digestion as well. You can put it in your water. It balances your pH, which is so good for metabolism and gut health. And then so put it in your drinks and then also make dressings with it. And olive oil is your other healthy fat. So this one is smooth tasting. If you don't like olive oil taste, there's some options for you. Good healthy fat to cook with, like we talked about yesterday. Then we have green tea. Green tea, so many benefits, and I actually swear by green tea because it really does help with mental clarity. So if you're feeling scattered, maybe just, I guess kind of scattered, maybe some brain fog. Green tea really does help. It's got a lot of polyphenols, a lot of antioxidants in them, just so many benefits. It also helps with your digestion, your gut health, and hair, skin, nails, anti-aging, all those things that we want. So good with that. You can, if it tastes bland to you, you can always add lemon or fruit to it. And there's also matcha tea too, which is just a concentrated powdered form of green tea, same benefits. Okay, almonds, and I did a 2-for-1 here. So dark chocolate, high in antioxidants, almonds, good for fiber, protein, and healthy fats. So then I grabbed these, dark chocolate and almonds in one. I am gonna save these until I can have, I can actually bite into something crunchy. Yeah, so anyway, so those are another things to keep in mind. These are great for snacks. If you stock up on things that are healthy, then you're gonna go for the healthier options. Keep these in your car, take them in your baseball bag. You're getting your protein, your fiber, and your nutrients in. Then you're not starving. Like we talked about for dinner, you had something a little bit to kind of hold you over, and when you choose healthier things with good healthy fats and protein in them, that is gonna be so good for your metabolism, rather than grabbing, starchy stuff, like just sugary things that are very easily accessible that we just are used to grabbing just because it's easy. So reaching for something a little bit more nutrient dense is better all around. And Greek yogurt, great for gut health. You're getting your protein in here, but it's really great. It's got those probiotics, so it's really gonna regulate your gut health, your metabolism. It's fermented food, so all of the things there. And I think we talked about everything. Bananas, potassium again, all those vitamins. You can do like 5,000 things with a banana. So I always have bananas frozen in my freezer. They're great to add to a smoothie. Yes, they are a carb, a little bit more starchy, sugary carb, but you can, the greener bananas are gonna be less starchy. Okay, the greener bananas are gonna be less starchy and than your yellow bananas, or then the ones that are like turning brown, but those are still good too. Use them for baked goods, a sweetener swap. Instead of sugar or honey, a banana is a natural source, and then you're getting that fiber in from it also. So my top 3 things I like to use with bananas: smoothies. I like to make fruit bowls with them. So I'll cut up bananas with like blueberries and strawberries. It's great. And then I like to add a little bit of peanut butter with it. And I also like them to put in the oat bowls. It gives a little sweetness and thickens it up. That's it for your superfood conversation. I hope you're inspired to add more of these to your diet. And I know that you're all being intentional about eating healthier. That's why you're here. I think it just comes down to getting that reminder, like, oh yeah, That's why I want to have a smoothie, because we get used to doing the same things and we just kind of forget. And then we get out of maybe a good habit. And then that's also a reminder like, oh yeah, that's why I had ginger in my smoothie every day, because it helps with inflammation or things like that. So just being mindful, and that comes down with what I kind of said yesterday or the other day in the video about setting your intentions. So whether you do it at night, you do it in the morning, or you just do it at the beginning of the week. I know we have a lot of goals that we work on, but if you just set your health goals at the beginning of the week and actually break them down, it can help so much. Just, like, okay, this week I want to eat healthier, and then like write down why, like how you're going to do that. So what is the one thing that you can start incorporating more nutrient-dense foods into your diet, eating cleaner, maybe making a simple swap from regular peanut butter to natural peanut butter, or from white bread to a whole grain bread, to having a bagel for breakfast. It's just a bagel, so there's not a whole lot of nutrients there. Whereas if you had a smoothie for breakfast, I'm not saying you have to have a smoothie, I'm just giving an example, but if you had a smoothie for breakfast, now you have this nutrient-rich food. It has all these other vitamins and minerals for you from a holistic health standpoint, and then also from a metabolic and weight management standpoint too. So just thinking about those small things in your diet, those areas where you can make a difference. And so tips are how do you do it to make it manageable? Number one, you gotta have your goals set, because then you can have something to work on, right? So you have to have an idea of what you want to do. Number two is stocking up either the beginning of the week, maybe every 2 weeks, maybe it's a month. It depends on if you're stocking your freezer, stocking your fridge. How you do that will depend on, your flexibility, your lifestyle. That's what you want to do. But if you stock up, let's just say the beginning of the week, you want to have your fresh fruits, your vegetables, bring them home, clean them, take care of them, have them available, because like we talked about, this greens could sit in your fridge with every intention to use them all week, but it's 3 days because you've been super busy and now they're kind of wilty and looking not that great, then you're not going to use them. So same thing with the fruit and the veggies and stuff, just getting them ready, taking care of them, maybe having that pantry staples list too, which we talked about yesterday. So that is it. I hope you're inspired to kickstart clean eating, add more nourishing foods to your diet this month, this summer, and I think that's it. So you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys in the group.